What is up, folks? This is Ericast, and welcome back to Dark Souls 1. Alright, so I always debate whether I'm going to say Dark Souls or Dark Souls 1, because technically it's just Dark Souls, right? But if I just say Dark Souls, then you might think I'm saying Dark Souls 2. I mean, if you look at the screen, obviously, and you've played the games, you know it's not Dark Souls 2, but... So... yeah. That didn't work out very well. And that's gonna kill me. Oh, yep. Darn it. Well, I figured I'd try. Alrighty, folks, so I've cleared out the area right here, and yeah, let's go ahead and kill us another knight. So the pigs don't respawn when you kill them, which is really, really nice. But fortunately, the Black Knights don't respawn either, which, depending on the way that you look at it, is nice or, you know, not very nice. Hello. So this is a great sword one, and he has a drastically different moveset. But still... oh, wow. I forgot exactly how much this sword hurts them. But still, the idea is the same. You want to be backstabbing them, and that's really the way you want to kill them. But Tight Knight Chunk, awesome. So actually, arguably the most powerful, well, let's just say the most powerful dex weapon in the game, you can actually get right off. It's the Uchigatana, and you can get that from that salesman that we talked to a couple episodes ago. The reason I didn't kill him right off to get it is because it's actually not that useful this early in the game, because you can't upgrade it. The reason it's one of the most powerful weapons in the game, and is definitely the best, at least stats-wise, dex weapon in the game, is because the scaling on it is incredible. But this early on, it doesn't really do you much good to have it, so you might as well just leave the merchant alive for a little while until you have another merchant that you can buy things like arrows and stuff from, which you don't have quite yet. So, hey buddy, how about an arrow to the face? Yeah, I know, it didn't hurt that much. I mean, it made you mad, but this will hurt a little bit more. Alright. Oh. But yeah, if you want to farm upgrade stuff, this is the way to do it. Oh, okay. And you can sell items later on for souls, which is nice. But you can't do that quite yet. And you're dead. So if you want to farm Titanite shards, I think this is probably the best area to do it. You can also farm them in... oh, I can't remember the name of that place. The keep that's across from that building over there. But let's go ahead and head... we want to go over there? Yeah, because I'm stuck at the bonfire that's quite a ways away from here. So I might as well. You can always kill him quicker than that guy can get to you, so I'd recommend killing the archer first. And you don't necessarily need to kill this guy, and actually you don't need to kill any of them. You can actually just run. But you do take the risk of very, very occasionally getting shot. Like I said, it's very rare, and it's not going to kill you unless you have low health, obviously, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. But let's go talk to the blacksmith. I probably need to repair some stuff. Probably. And let's go ahead and rest here. And, oh, I can actually, let's see. I was going to level up, but let's see if we can buy anything from him first. I don't think there's anything that I can afford. He has one thing that I think is like 10,000 or 20,000 that I need.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
He's going to be the primary blacksmith that you talk to for quite a while. There's a more advanced blacksmith, but that's not until you get to Anor Londo, and that's going to be a little while, so
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you, so pay them a little respect, eh?
Indeed. So you can also buy them, the Titanite shards, for 800 each. So that's kind of, it's not super pricey. This is what I was talking about, the Crest of Artorias. And if you want to grind for souls, it's really, really good to have, and I will be getting it eventually. You can also buy the Weaponsmith box, I forgot about these two, and the Armor Smith box. So those allow you to do minor stuff, or minor improvements. I'm not going to worry about those right now. That's really for if you're going to be away for a long period of time, which there are times that that's the case, but I haven't used them that often, to be honest. Not really interested in any of these. Although if you wanted a base weapon that's just good, get a longsword and upgrade it, because you're never going to go wrong with a longsword. Not really. Sells arrows. So I could potentially go kill that guy now and get an Uchi-Katana, although I'm not going to be using it because, again, it's not as good as what I have. So I think we'll just level up. Oh, I do need to repair. So my scimitar is pretty damaged. I don't necessarily need to repair it, but I like having everything at full or close to it, just in case I run into that situation where I just can't
Don't
get
get
out.
yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Very true. So down here we face a few interesting mobs. I don't know that I really want to... Oh, just one at the moment. I'm pretty slow in my tumbles. This guy, you don't want to be hit by him. Not one bit. And I would not recommend facing him without... Okay, so I'm not really even doing much damage to him. So I'm going to get out of here. Even with my weapon that I'm using right now, I'm... Well, actually, I did a little bit. I can see the damage that I did to him now. It was only like 70... What was it, 71 that I showed? He's pretty dangerous. He really hurts if you hit him. Remember, yeah, 71. Remember, I only have 10 vitality. So, I have not upgraded my health at all. So, if he hits me, it's not going to be pretty. But I do have a good sword. I mean, a good shield. I mean, I have a good sword too. But as you saw, he's taken a lot of my stamina out every time he hits me. Oh, I shouldn't have attacked. Okay, phew. If he had done an attack that had hit me multiple times, like this one, no, he didn't that one. Maybe I'm overestimating him. I'm not, however, overestimating the damage, just the damage that he's actually doing to me. Oh crap, he's in a spot that's not the best. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That attack takes a lot of my stamina. But thankfully it's not followed up by another attack, so it's not that bad. Okay. As long as I block against it. If I don't block against it, well, I'm screwed, but... Oh, okay. Now, I could be, you know, rolling around and stuff like that, but there's honestly... As long as you have a good shield, there's not a lot of reason to. And the reason I don't, especially in this game, where I'm not as familiar with the invincibility frame system, or the way it's calculated. Demon Titanite, nice. That's another upgrade item. But anyway, so he doesn't respawn. That's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because he's kind of tough. Bad thing because it'd be nice to be able to farm that stuff, but you can later just from different creatures. Actually, creatures exactly like that one that respawn, but we'll get to those much later. Do I want to go this way? No, I don't really have... There's a boss down that way that's actually not very hard if you have the right items. The reason I'm not going to go down there is I don't have a very good ranged attack, and I don't have a good resist magic shield. If I did, I could probably do it either way, if I had either a good ranged attack or a good resist magic shield, but I don't have either, so... Alright, what do we want to do? I want to go ahead, I want to get that up to 20, and then I'll probably get another 5 vitality. I think that seems reasonable. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that was what, 3 levels? So 40 is the max endurance that you can get, that will actually give you extra stamina. And it drops, it's soft capped at 20, it's hard capped at 40. So after you hit 20, you start experiencing diminishing returns. I think it does exactly like it does in Dark Souls 2, in that it just like halves the amount of stamina that you get after 20. So that's kind of why I'm shooting for 20. 20 is a really good early game amount. Even if you're like a caster or something, well, for a caster, I'd probably shoot for like 15 and then work to 20 as you can, because despite what you may think, stamina is actually fairly important to casters as well. Not as important, obviously. Oh, that channeler doesn't respawn, by the way. But these guys, if you don't have a good, like... I would say a good area of effect weapon, get a longsword. Because you want a weapon with a wide swing to it to really help fight these guys. Because while they're not all that damaging in and of themselves, they can be scary when they swarm you like that. And you definitely don't want to come out into this room to fight them. Fire bombs are also really good. They're excellent at killing those guys. But I'd use the fire bombs first, but you're probably going to have to... If you're doing it for the first time, you're going to want a long sword. Just because you're probably going to be fighting the boss several times. So it's good to have a renewable resource. Fire bombs are not all that renewable, just because you need a lot of souls to be able to, fund that kind of thing.
Oh, still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse. Please, I have duties to fulfill, and I will reward you handsomely. Well, I am certain you stand to benefit.
Yeah, but...
Please.
I don't know that I want to... Wait, just let me use the key. I don't know how handsomely. Oh, he's not going to reward
Thank
me
you.
handsomely.
Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Carim. I truly appreciate this, and I guarantee a reward. Only later.
So, unlocking him has consequences. It's a generally good idea to go ahead and unlock him, but just know nothing is done without consequence. Alright, so oh, hello. So I actually forgot to get my humanity back. So I'm going to go do that really quickly. You have to do that at a bonfire in this game. Which, let's just say it was nice being able to do it. Oh, I can go this way. It was nice being able to do it, whenever you wanted. In Dark Souls 2. But the only way to get your humanity back this game is at a bonfire. Oh, and actually, you know what? I guess we could have gone there. I'll do that later, though. You'll see what I mean. Alright, so let's run down here. Like so. Hey, buddy. And we will go in here. And there we go. Alright, so yeah. Oh, we're just barely short. We need another 109. Okay. So let's go ahead and reverse hollow. Yep. So you can see up there in the top left, my humanity disappeared because I only had one. And hey, I'm a person again. Alright, so let's go ahead. I want to go and do... No, actually, you know what? There we go. That was enough. All I needed. Those messages are annoying. Alright, so we will do one more to endurance, and ta-da! We've got 20 endurance. But just like in Dark Souls 2, as soon as you die, you lose your humanity again. But I want to be able to summon allies for this next boss, which isn't necessary, but I figure, why not? I have an end goal of what I want to do with my character. There's a certain weapon that I want to use, but the stats for it are kind of crazy. And I don't have access to that weapon for a little while, but you really have to spec for it if you're doing it in like early to mid game. So I have a goal. The goal will probably not be that apparent unless you know exactly what I'm going to do. And maybe somebody will know what I'm going to go for, but you'll see. You will see. I do want to get new clothes here pretty soon. Oh, come on. Like, yeah, but that's kind of the deal there. You can actually get staggered really easily. So, I mean, even if you have good gear that, you know, helps you against it, if these guys can attack you quickly enough that they will stagger you. Okay. Oh, I'm not worried about that guy. Alright, so let's go ahead and head over, head over here first. And, oh, there's just a window. Okay. We got a soul. Even the small ones are helpful at times, as we saw just a second ago. So this is actually not necessarily anymore, but this used to be a really big point for invasions. Where's his... Is it on the top of the next one? I didn't think it was. Yeah, there's that one. Yeah, I know. But Lautrec should be over here. It's not. Did I need to talk to him again? That well may be. I'll figure it out in just a second. Alrighty.
Ah, hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it. I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now. By the Lords, your face. Your humanity is really slipping, but there are methods. Most fools have more humanity than they know what to do with. Now, Who do you imagine will make the best use of it? You again. What is it? Our futures are murky. Let's not be too friendly now.
Alrighty, so, oh, actually, you know what, while we're here, let's go ahead and reinforce Estus Flask. Alright, so, as I'm sure you noticed, I died. I got invaded by somebody that was actually... The gear that they had was actually from the expansion, so I don't know why I got invaded by that person. I shouldn't have been. At least, pretty sure I shouldn't have been. But anyway, it wasn't pretty. Somehow they parried me even though they didn't even have their shield up. I don't know what happened. So it wasn't all that impressive, so I just didn't include it. It was actually kind of pitiful. Alright, so I wanted to go ahead. I've got one humanity on my corpse, but I'll just go ahead and use those. And go ahead and get my humanity back. Apparently that's still a popular spot for people to invade. If you do want to do a lot of PvPing, I would suggest going to eye level 125. That is the most popular bracket to PvP. So, just in case you're curious. But yeah, I was trying to talk to him and I was like, what is going on here? I don't know if I have like bad latency or something, but I don't actually like this character's look very much. I got one that I liked quite a bit, and I was messing around with her, and then I was like, why don't I record this? So I had to start over, and I didn't feel like messing with the character creation for an hour and a half again, so I just kind of winged it. Come on, buddy. Attacking this one on the stairs is actually a pretty good place to attack, because usually he's going to attack above your head, but again, just be careful, because he can parry the crap out of you. But he'll also use his Estus Flask, which is a perfect time to attack, so. Come on. There are usually, in these games, spots where people PvP a lot, and there's spots where people gank a lot. This is one of the ganking spots. People don't come here to PvP, they come here to gank people, which is, it's frustrating. There's actually a really good PvP scene for all the Dark Souls games, or there has been, but at this point I don't know how good it is for this game, because it's you know, not many people are playing it anymore. At least not in comparison to, say, Dark Souls 2, which is still getting played a lot, or, you know, Bloodborne, which doesn't, I don't think it has that much of a PvP scene, at least that I know of, just because of the way the PvP works on that game as opposed to this one, or Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is actually still pretty healthy as far as PvP goes. If you go to the bridge in the, I forgot what it's called, but it's like the Iron Fortress or whatever, then you can still get a lot of duels going on. But in that one, again, in the tower area, you get a lot of people ganking, especially like in New Game Plus. You'll have a lot of people that are, you know, pretty far up in New Game Plus that are just going into very new characters and just absolutely destroying them. Alright, so let's go ahead and use an Estus Flask. That's way overdone, but I want to start off with high health. So this I would consider the first real boss. Oh, that's weird. The box is there. So you might recognize this guy from Dark Souls 2. Obviously he was here first. But you can actually have friends to help you out this time. So if you can, you want to chop his tail off. But don't get knocked off the roof. That's why I'm not going around the side like that. Oh. But as you can see, just like in Dark Souls 2, you can get more than one of them. So your friends are actually pretty sturdy, but that fire, you could potentially use a bow here, but I'm not thrilled with that prospect. Let me go ahead and just go after this guy. I have pretty good fire resist, so it's... Gosh, he's breathing a lot. I don't remember him breathing that much. What happened to his tail? Oh, I guess I just chopped it off. Alright, so I cut the gargoyle shield. I wanted to get the axe from the other guy, but that's okay. They killed him. Oh, there's some really weird boxes going on here. So, Sunlight Metal and Twin Humanities. I got the Sunlight Metal because of faction. And yeah, there's nothing around the side of the tower, but you can go in here and head up here. And let's go ahead and ring the first Bell of Awakening, shall we? As soon as we get at the top of this really long ladder. And then, let's climb another ladder. You're pretty far up here. And don't worry, none of these other guys are going to come after you. Just the two that you already faced. And there's Sin's Fortress. Ring the bell, Undead Church. Cool. Some reason achievements reset every once in a while. I don't know what that's about. That's a Steam thing that I don't really get. Well, let's go ahead and go like that. And head down to the bottom. And the reason I'm keeping you guys with me for this is because... Oh, hello. Greetings.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Carim.
No, I haven't played this game much.
Thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
Alright, so he sells a few really important items, actually. You can be very vindictive against people that invade you, which I think is pretty awesome. In Dark Souls 2, this is kind of an automated thing. Sin, of course, from killing people, goes ahead and gets, you know, as you build it up, you have more and more opportunity to be able to be invaded by Knights of the Blue. It's a similar system in this game. The affinities are a little bit different, but you can also get Homeward Bones from the sky, which is pretty cool. Book of the Guilty. Purging Stone reduces curse build-up, which is really nice because curse is an auto-kill, I think. And when you die, you have half health because you're cursed. Karmic Justice. Miracle of the Black-Haired Witch Velka. Temporary auto counter versus heavy damage. Oh, you know what? I bet you that's what happened. No. Maybe it'd have been the ring that does like auto whatever. You can't, whatever. Don't worry about it. Alright, so you also have another talisman, which I don't think is actually very good. I can't remember. But this poison bite ring is very, very, very good. And I would recommend getting it if you have the souls to do so. Because later on, poison is a pain in the butt. Ring of Sacrifice is also very good, but they permanently break in this one? I think they might. There's nothing... Yeah, but ring breaks. I don't think you can repair it in Dark Souls 1. You might be able to, but I honestly can't remember. I think it just breaks permanently. You can abandon covenants with him. You can pay to have your sin absolved, which is situationally good. But it can get quite expensive. I think...
Thou art welcome any time. It is only human to commit a sin.
Alright, so do I have the souls to get that? I have a Twin Humanities now, which is nice. No, I don't think so.
Greeting. I am...
So, Blighttown is really where you want that ring for. Actually,
Thou
no.
art welcome.
I'm not going to buy it right now. I'm actually going to be heading to Blighttown in the next episode. That's not generally where you want to head next. Actually, no, it is, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to go to it a different way than you should be going to it. Let's put it that way. And the reason for that is that I want a certain set of clothing. So, but that's going to be it for today. I'm not sure on the time at the moment. I'm pretty sure I've run over again, which if you've watched my videos for a while, you know I do frequently. It's kind of rare for me to actually hit the 30-minute mark like I mean to. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and next time... Oh, that's something actually I wanted to talk about real quick. It's really cool that whenever somebody rings the bell, anybody in the area hears the bell rung. So, it's actually something that is quite, well, it's reassuring. If you're playing through this for the first time, you're having a problem with the boss, you're hearing other people, hey, they're beating the boss. You know, I can beat the boss. So, it's one of those things. But anyway, so until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.